So today we're going to start a new chapter, which is chapter 10 in your books, Applied Measures, page 206. So definition and volume, and the form is to get an area of rectangle, square, triangle, parallelogram, trapezium, and so on. I will send you on a PowerPoint with these as well. They are also in your log tables, page 8. Okay, so the first example on page 262 asks me to find the area of each of the following shapes. My first shape is a rectangle. To get the form for the area of rectangle, it is length by width, and that is equal to 7 times 5, and that will give me 35 centimetres squared. The next shape I have is a triangle, so I always write down what my formula is for that shape. So the formula for an area of triangle is half the base multiplied by my perpendicular height. Okay, so half of my base is 4 times my perpendicular height, which is 2.5. So half of 4 is 2, and then 2 by 2.5 will give me 5 centimetres to be squared. Area, you need to always write down what formula you're using in case you make a silly mistake by inputting the wrong number. The next shape I have is a parallelogram, so the formula for an area of parallelogram is just multiplied by perpendicular. So my base in this question is 11, and that's 11 times my perpendicular height is 6. 11 times 6 will give me 66, and my units this time is metre, so it's metre to be squared. The next shape I have here is a trapezium, and the formula for the area of trapezium is half bracket A plus B, close my bracket, H. Okay, so my A plus B is always going to be these sides. Okay, so your A and your B are these two sides, and your height is this one here. Okay, so it's half bracket 6 plus 10 bracket my perpendicular height, which is 7. So then it's a half of 16 bracket 7, and my answer then is 56 millimetres to be squared, because my units are millimetres. The next question here, it says a shape consists of a trapezium with a triangle cut out of it. Calculate the shaded area of this shape. So I'm trying to find this area. Well, first of all, I'm going to get the area of my triangle here. So the area of triangle, my formula is half my base by my perpendicular height. Okay, so I know what my base is. That's my little base there. Okay, but I don't know what my I don't know what my base is. I know what my perpendicular height is. And as you can see here, this is 1,200 centimetres, and this here is my in metres. So this here I'm going to convert it into metres, and 1,200 centimetres is just going to give me 12 metres because I divide across by 100. So what I have here is I have my right angle triangle, and I know that this is 12. I know that my slant height is 13, but I don't know what my base is here. So my base, I have a right angle triangle, so you know you can use your Pythagoras theorem or your trig ratios, but my trig ratios won't work in this case because I don't have a missing angle. This theorem, which is a squared plus b squared, is equal to my c to be squared. I label my triangle. Here is my right angle, so that means that this side here has to be c. It's my hypotenuse, it's the longest side, and we'll label this a and b. So the most important side that you label is your C, your longest side, the side opposite your right angle. So I have x squared plus 12 to be squared is equal to 13 to be squared. So I have then x squared plus 144 is equal to 169. I want to get x squared on its own, so I'll say x squared is equal to 169 minus my 144. X squared is equal to 25. X then is equal to square root 25. X is equal to 5. So now I have my base is 5 here. okay? And I'm able to fill in my formula for the area of triangle. So it's half my base, which we just found out there, is 5 times my perpendicular height, which is 12, and I get my answer is 30 meters to be squared. Okay, so now I have here, this is 30 meters to be squared. I was told at the start of this question that this shape is a trapezium, so now I write down the formula for a trapezium. Okay, so this is the shape that I have here, my trapezium. This is 30, this is 20, and this here is 12. So what I have then, I write down my formula for my trapezium, so it's half bracket A plus B bracket H. This formula is in your log tables page 8, so it's a half. My A and my B are always these two, okay, and this here is my perpendicular height. So I have 30 plus 20 bracket 12. So I have a half of 50 bracket 12, and when I put that into my calculator, I get 300 meters to be squared. Right, so now I have the area of my full trapezium is 300. I worked out earlier that the area of my triangle was 30 meters squared, so that's my triangle. And really the start of this question, if you look at it on page 262, I'm looking for the shaded region. So to get my shaded region, it's going to be the entire thing, which is 300, minus my 30, which is the area of triangle, and I'll be left with 270 meters squared. Okay, right. At the end of this example on page 263, it goes through like, take care, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So 1 meter squared is equal to 1 meter by 1 meter, and that's equal to 100 centimeters by 100 centimeters, and that's equal to 10,000 centimeters squared. Girls, can you put all of that blue box into your notes copy along with the examples that I've done in this video?